You're good? So, 1, 2, 3.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of In Bed with TH. I'm the Senior Design and Markets Editor for Traditional Home Magazine, Tori Malat, and I am here with designer Kate Singer. We are here at Traditional Home's Hampton Designer Showhouse, and we are here to talk all about bedding with Kate Singer.
Hi, Tori.
Thank you for being in bed with me.
Thank you for inviting me. Feels like an old-fashioned slumber party.
I know,
like
it kind of does. I know. I
paint
feel
nails
like
and
we're
talk about boys.
Yes, we could be like, it's like a Grease movie. All right, so we are in this fabulous bedroom you designed for the Hampton Showhouse. Tell us a little bit about the bed. What was your inspiration, and where is this fabulous canopy bed from? I'm obsessed.
Well, the fabulous canopy bed is actually from Garnet Hill. It was the very first thing I picked when invited to design this room for them. I fell in love with it. I actually had seen it prior to being asked to design this room and tore it out of a catalog. So it's just so incredibly beautiful, and I love how they combined iron with this gentle linen, and it's just, it definitely suits this room and any room probably.
It is absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah,
I kind of
thank
want
you.
it. Now, you added these little panels, is that
did.
correct?
I did.
And this is the most, if you can't see it, if it does not coming through on the screen, it is the most beautiful, like, how would you describe this color?
I would say it's kind of like a ballet pink, but a little bit of a blush
Well,
movie
you
tone.
are a former ballerina, so that would make sense.
Well, it's my favorite color.
So what was the inspiration? You started with the bed, and then how did you select the bedding?
Well, all of the bedding from Garnet Hill is so beautifully organic and so understated and just so sumptuous, whether it's a linen or a cotton, or in this case, this coverlet, which is a silk from the Eileen Fisher collection.
I mean,
It's
this is just dreamy.
Isn't it magnificent?
All you want to do is just pet
Yes.
this
Yeah.
coverlet all day long.
And it's called Waves. It's from the Eileen Fisher collection. It's called Waves, so I felt like that was very appropriate for
very
the
appropriate for
Hamptons.
the beach. Very
And,
appropriate.
It just all of their bedding. It's hard to select because everything is just so incredible in different ways and different textures and
It is. They have such an amazing selection, and one of the things I feel like Garnet Hill is known for is their sumptuous linens.
absolutely.
And I feel like linen is such a summery fabric, such a summery textile. Tell us about how you live with linen in the bedroom. I mean, I feel like we're sitting on some
We are
linen
sitting
pillows.
on it.
They're
We are
gorgeous.
leaning on it. These linen pillows are absolutely incredible. They come this soft. I don't know what they do exactly to get them this soft,
They're very soft.
and the more you launder them, the softer they get, which is magnificent. But I just think that linen is the quintessential fabric for the summer and for the Hamptons, although it translates to anywhere. And the beautiful thing about linen, this linen in particular, is it maintains, it helps you maintain your body temperature while you're sleeping.
Well,
So-
I know that because I am wearing a Garnet Hill shirt dress, and I do have to say, and I'm not kidding around, I put it on and I felt a few degrees cooler. I do feel like it's helping my body regulate a temperature.
So imagine sleeping in that, surrounding yourself in it.
That would
be
be kind
great.
of dreamy.
Yeah.
I know.
Would be.
All right, so for those of you who are just joining us, I'm Tori Malat. I'm the Senior Design and Editor at Traditional Home Magazine. We are at the Hamptons Designer Showhouse, and I'm with interior designer Kate Singer, who's telling us all about her amazing bedroom here at the Showhouse and all of these beautiful Garnet Hill bedding products, which this is another one. What is this? Let's talk about this.
This is one of their alpaca throws, which again, I'm such a tactile person. This is, if you all could feel it, you would know what we're talking about. It's just so sumptuous.
I know. So I wonder, so I guess cashmere is from a particular goat, and then alpaca is from the alpaca. That would make sense.
That would make sense.
But they both feel, I mean, this kind of feels like cashmere. It's very soft.
It does, but it feels like so lightweight that it's
It
actually
does.
wonderful in the summer even.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. All right, so we're in bed with TH. That's the name of this series. So I'm going to get a little down and dirty with you.
Oh.
But not really. But not too dirty.
Nobody told me
Not too
that.
dirty.
Okay.
Well, I want to know some of the nitty gritty. I want to know, what does your bedroom at home look like?
Oh, my bedroom at home is very gray and white and surprisingly serene, like many of the rooms I design. Very soft. I would love to have this color, but I don't think my husband would go for it. My daughters would, but I don't think my husband.
those guys.
They get you every time. It's very serene and kind of my sanctuary. So soft. Very.
Well, I feel like you are known. Kate's done the show house how many years?
This is my 6th time.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
that's a lot. And every time she does a room, they are the most ethereal, just beautiful, beachy colors. They're always such a dream to look at. And I do feel like, we can't see it now, but I feel like you have like almost like a good luck charm that you use in every room. It's that little curved
you
stone.
noticed?
Yes, of course. I
I
love
picked
that
up
piece.
on that. I do.
We'll have to show her.
That little vintage footstool.
Look how cute this is. It is like this
It's been around.
curved footstool. I love this piece.
Thank you for noticing. You know, I picked that up at a little tag sale up in Connecticut years ago. It was black, and it had a horrible fabric on it. So I
like
saw
Bordello.
potential. I just loved the shape of it, honestly. So I redid it, and it kind of stays in my bag and goes everywhere I go.
So does
Every
it
show
live?
house.
Does it live in your real house?
It does live in my real house.
Okay.
It does. But as you noticed, it gets around.
I feel like it's your good luck charm.
It is a little bit.
All right, now back to bedding and back to beds.
Okay.
When you were growing up, what did your bedroom look like?
Oh, when I was growing up, I did have a canopy bed. It was not nearly as nice as this one, though. It was probably from, I don't know, Sears or something, and it was white. not to dig Sears, but it wasn't as glamorous as this bed. It was white wood, and it did have a canopy and panels. It was yellow, and I shared that canopy bed with my little sister until the day I left for college. Not just shared a room, shared a bed. I think it was
Oh
this
my
size.
gosh. You know, I feel like that's very common. I feel like these millennials and these young kids don't know what we endured. All of the bed sharing with siblings.
Oh, I know. And she was very messy and surprised I wasn't. So, yeah, but it was this kind of a bed, just not quite as elegant and as nice as this one.
Well, I'm sure it was beautiful, as is this one. And by the way, we love millennials. We don't mean to bust on you. Now, did you have a favorite bedtime story?
Oh goodness, growing up, I didn't really, but I have some that I shared with my girls while they were growing up.
Will you tell us what they are?
Sure, I love the whole Beatrix Potter series. It's my favorite. The illustrations are so beautiful.
cute.
The way those animals just are brought to life. So I still have that series in my girls' rooms, even though they're now 20 and 23. And I usually gift them to friends who have babies because it's such a great series that everyone should have in their collection. And then the other book both my girls really loved was Goodnight Moon.
Oh, my girls love that book.
They do?
Love it.
And it's
love
it's
it.
an oldie. I
Yes,
didn't realize how
oldie but
old it
goodie.
was. It's an oldie but a goodie. So those were our go-tos as they were growing up. And then as they learned to read, they would read them to me.
That's
which
so sweet.
I'm sure your girls will eventually
I hope
teach you.
so. My
Yeah.
girls are really into Frog and Toad, which is so cute.
That's
I
great
love that
too.
series.
I love that. Love that.
For those of you who are just joining us, I'm Tori Malott. I'm the Senior Design and Markets Editor at Traditional Home. I am with designer Kate Singer. We are at the Hampton Designer Showhouse, and we are discussing everything about the bedroom and all of this beautiful Garnet Hill bedding, which is gorgeous. Speaking of this Garnet Hill bedding, what is the verdict on pillows? Do you stack them? You obviously stack them this way.
I did.
Do you ever stack them vertically?
I do. At
And
home,
what-
I
and-
do. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Well, I wanted us to be comfortable.
Well,
so
very comfy.
If I'm making my bed at home, I tend to stack them, but put the Euros in the front so you can see them. But for our purposes today, if I'm like lounging, reading, or doing something in bed, not necessarily sleeping, I like to have this comfort. So
I love it. It's
yeah,
fantastic. Now, will you do you ever do like a little boudoir pillow in the front?
I do, or a nice bolster. I
Oh,
like a good
yes,
bolster,
I love
to,
a bolster.
to hide seams. You can't beat a good bolster.
Yes, a bolster is
bolster's
very
good.
handy. Now, can you ever have too many pillows on the bed?
I suppose you could have too many. My husband thinks we do have too many. I don't. I think, yeah, because they have to come off every evening and then back on in the morning. But I like that ritual. I like the ritual of, making the bed in the morning and removing them at night. Personally, I don't think you can ever have too many pillows. No.
I kind of agree with you. I think the more the merrier.
Yes.
Now, I love how you've mixed and matched. There's like a sort of a more chunky linen back here, this beautiful silk,
Yeah.
the wave, the Eileen Fisher Garnet Hill wave.
Yes.
And then this beautiful, this is like a lightweight linen.
It is, yeah.
how do you determine mixing and matching? Do you want to stay in the same color palette? Can you go different color palettes? Like, what's the secret sauce to making mixing and matching look good? Because I feel like it could go wrong very quickly.
You know, I think, I don't know that there's any rules, Tori. I just think if the textures and the colors complement each other, for example, this is a very soft palette, as many of my palettes are, but there's a little bit of an off-white cream in this beautiful silk, and then more of a bright white and the subtle pinks. I think whatever works for you individually, you know.
I like
it's
that.
Personal
style.
Personal style.
We endorse personal style. Now, for those people out there who are, let's say, just assembling their very first adult bed, is there one thing you would tell them, like if you're going to buy something nice, like is it the coverlet, is it the Euro shams, is it the sheet set? What would you tell people to invest in?
You know, I think we all should invest in our beds as much as we can. I mean, think about
we spend
how
so
much time we
in them.
spend in them and what we do in our beds. Some things, you know, we can talk about and some things we can't. But to have luxurious surfaces and textures, and it's so important. So I guess if you're on a little bit of a budget and you're making an investment of something important, I'm so tactile, so I think what touches you is probably the most important starting out. So I guess sheets. You know,
yes.
I would say your sheets are important, and then as you can add things, you know, the things that you see more than the things that you feel and lay on. But I just think that the bed is not a place to skimp in general in your home.
Agreed.
You know?
Now, would you instruct or direct people to buy white sheets, you know, more colorful sheets?
I think it depends on your lifestyle and your taste. I mean, I love white sheets, but I love mixing them with other tones. If you read in bed or eat in bed or drink red wine in bed, then maybe you want to watch what color you put on there.
Right, maybe you need some really dark sheets.
Yes, and I have had darker sheets at different points of my life, like when my children were always in my bed, or if there was a dog in my bed, or, you know, I think it depends on your lifestyle and your taste.
Okay, now that's an interesting question. How do you feel about pets in bed? Are you a yay or a nay?
Oh, I'm a yay.
You're a yay.
I'm a yay.
I think most people.
Yeah,
You
and all
obviously
my
have a
clients
dog,
are.
then.
I have a dog now.
What kind
We've
of dog do you
always
have?
had a dog. Right now, I have a black lab named Layla.
Oh.
And she unfortunately does not sleep in our bed. I've tried to coax her upstairs. She's beautiful and she's very athletic, but she will not do the stairs. And I've tried with the treats to get her up the stairs. I think she thinks another family lives upstairs in our home. I don't think she thinks the singers live there.
Well, black labs do shed quite a bit,
Yes.
so maybe that's actually
Maybe it's a good
blessing.
thing. Maybe it's a good thing. When my girls were little, we had a little Yorkie that they named Munchkin. And Munchkin, I would put Munchkin on the foot of the bed every evening. And inevitably, every morning I would wake up with Munchkin on my pillow, kind of over my head, like wrapped. He would work his way up during the middle of the night. But I'm a believer that your pets should be in bed with you. Absolutely.
Yes, I think most people who own, you know, pets believe that as well.
They're
Except
part of the
fish.
family.
I wouldn't want a fish in my
No,
bed.
and I had a horse
That's
for
just
years,
me.
and that would never work out. But dogs and cats, absolutely.
So for those of you who are just joining us, I'm Tori Malott. I'm the Senior Design and Markets Editor at Traditional Home. We are at the Hampton Designer Showhouse, and I am with interior designer Kate Singer, and we are in bed with TH, and I think we're about to wrap up, but I just had one more question.
Sure.
What is your favorite bedroom that you ever designed for a client?
Ooh, that's a hard one.
Curveball.
A curveball, yeah. I have to say right now, this is my favorite bedroom. It's not for a client, it's for the show house, but I'm just loving this bedroom. And the more we sit here, the more I love it.
I know, it is
I
pretty
feel like I
dreamy.
want to hide away
Might
in
take
here
a long
after the
nap.
party and hope that nobody finds me. I mean, there's a bathroom and there's the bedroom. and
Yes.
Who would know?
What more? And we have a steamer in the
And there's a
bathroom. What else do you need in
We
life?
have everything we
How much?
need. Just lock the door after the party. I can't really hone it. It's like picking your favorite child. I can't really hone in on one. But I have to say, I'm really loving this bedroom and the way it feels right now.
It is, I have to say, it's pretty heavenly. The palette, the
you.
textures, it is gorgeous. Thank you so much for being in bed with
you.
TH today. And thank you everyone for watching, and we will see you again soon. Bye.